Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and today I will be doing my Pan Those Eyeshadows Project Pan update. And if you don't know what Pan Those Eyeshadows is, I just bit my tongue. It is basically a project pan where you can choose or randomly generate 5 different eyeshadows from your eyeshadow collection to work on, and your goal can be a usage goal or to hit pan. So hitting pan means basically using the product until you see the bottom or the pan of the eyeshadow, and you'll see very soon. This project was created by Alexi here on YouTube. I will have her channel linked either in the cards or in the description box. I've added my own rules, which include no duplicate shades amongst like all of my project pans, which is which is good because then I don't have to see duplicate shadows, but that also means at the moment I cannot draw a brown eyeshadow. And I also have a 1 month cooldown. So for example, if I just hit pan on a yellow eyeshadow in this month, for the next month I will not work on any yellow eyeshadows. So hope that makes sense. But this is the September update, which means, how many months has it been? So I think this is technically update number 8. I almost said 7. Update number 8. And I did hit pan, and I was thinking for the past few days, I was like, I'm not going to film this video until I hit pan on something. Thankfully, yesterday I did. So let's get started with the first eyeshadow, which comes from the Too Faced That's My Jam palettes. Every time I show this, I feel obligated to apologize because I hate the packaging. It looks so ugly. Like, tell me that looks cute, because you can't. It's hideous. So I bought this palette for the color story, and the eyeshadow I was working on is called Spread It, which I used this 14 times this update for a total of 31 uses, and I did hit pan on it. So there's some beautiful pan right there. I just hit pan on it yesterday, so that was very exciting and helped me get through the work day. Just kidding, it's not that dramatic, but yeah, I can't believe it only took me 1 use, because I think the day before I hadn't used it. So I was actually telling a friend, like, why haven't I hit pan on this? I should have hit pan on this 10 years ago. But Too Faced eyeshadows are very hard to hit pan in, especially the mattes. The metallics are much more easy to hit pan in. And yeah, that's exciting. This is scented. It smells so good. And I'm glad to have it out of my collection. I'm not going to swatch eyeshadows that I'm going to be rolling out, because I don't see a point. Plus, I don't want to make the pan even bigger so that it cracks. And yeah, so I'm not going to be working on a pink for this update, thankfully. The next eyeshadow comes from the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette, and it's the shade, oh, it's not on the back, Whipped Cream. I used this 11 times this month for a total of 15 uses, and I'm holding the palette upside down because the mirrors will flash you. And yeah, it's right here. You can't see much visible progress, but I've used this 15 times, which means technically I'm about halfway to hitting pan. So, do you think I can hit pan in this by the next update? I actually think I can. I think I can hit pan in this by the next update, because now that I am not focusing on my other Too Faced eyeshadow, which looked kind of similar to this, it was a lid setting shade, but I used it up completely, which was my goal, and now I can focus on this shadow. I used this to set my eyeshadow primer so that it creates a smooth base for my eyeshadows to go on top of, and it's great for that. Like, colors like this or shadows like this are great for that. So I think I can actually hit pan on this by the next update, and we'll see if I'm going to be taking that back in the next video. Also, I'm not going to be swatching this because it's just like a plain white, and I need to save my fingers. I keep biting my tongue. So the third shadow comes from my Persona Cosmetics Identity 2 palette. I was working on the shade Driven, and I used it 13 times this month for a total of 19 uses, and there's actually quite a bit of a dent in it, as you can see. I like to pair this with Spread It, which was the first shadow I showed you, and the next shadow I'm going to show you, which is from my Huda Beauty palette. And yeah, so I usually wear metallics in my lower third, like how you can see I'm wearing it today. I do my makeup in horizontal layers instead of vertical layers because I have a monolid and I find that it's more flattering to do my makeup horizontally than vertically. But yeah, I'm gonna swatch this one because it's pretty. This particular eyeshadow I find is actually quite prone to, or not quite prone, but it's more prone to fall out than I would like it to be. It doesn't fall out instantly, but over the day I do notice like a ring. But I have been using a glitter primer, so I find that that helps with this sticking to my lid better. But it's already really metallic and pigmented on my eyes anyway, so I don't really feel like that helps much with the color popping. It just helps with like fallout, and I hate fallout. It is my biggest pet peeve of eyeshadows. I would rather the eyeshadow be not very pigmented than having a super pigmented eyeshadow with a lot of fallout. So the next palette I have is the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. My brother bought this for me for my birthday in 2019. I did not ask him to buy this for me, and I actually feel really bad because I don't like this color story that much, and it's expensive, and he was a student when he bought it for me, so that made me feel even worse. But I am very grateful that he was thinking of me and he bought this. So the shade I was working on is called Love Bite right here, and it is this purple, which I do not like using because I struggle to use dark matte purples like this. Like if it was pastel, I think I would have an easier time, but it's not. It's very dark and it's like reddish base too, or actually I can't tell in this lighting, but yeah, it's very hard for me to use colors like this because I just have no idea what to do with it, and I feel like if your lines aren't clean, it looks very obvious and very messy. So I usually just use it in my outer corners to deepen up my looks, and I will swatch it for you. I do like Huda's formula. I just will never buy a Huda palette or product ever again because I don't support the brand, because she was like, bleach your vaginas, it looks pretty, and I was like, what the fuck, no. So okay, this lighting is really bad. It looks very burgundy on my screen, but I swear to you it is more blue than on camera. That's why I got really confused, because I was looking at my phone screen and then looking at the palette, and they do not look the same color. So this is a much more, I feel like this is more neutral of a purple. It's not too blue, it's not too red, but yeah, that's what it looks like on screen. Interesting lighting today. There's not much sunlight. I don't mind. I like it when it's darker. So the last eyeshadow that I have comes from the Naked Urban Decay Honey palette. I got this for I think about 60% off because it came in a bundle, and well, I didn't love everything in the bundle, but it was a good deal and I wanted this palette for a while, so I decided to get it. And I was working on the shade HBIC, which is Head Bitch in Charge, and it's right here. I only used it 4 times. I just rolled it in the last update, so there's not much progress on it. I am wearing it today actually on my lower third, and I will swatch it for you because it is stunning. Look at that. The lighting is really bad, I just realized. But look at that. It looks molten. I'm sure I can do several lines too, like if I, yeah, so I have extra eyeshadow. It looks so pretty. So because I did hit pan on one of my eyeshadows, I think I might hit pan on at least one in the next update too, so that's exciting. It will either be the cream setting shade or Persona Driven, which is right here. But yeah, anyway, so I did hit pan on one eyeshadow, which means it's getting rolled out. And I did roll for another eyeshadow off camera. So what I did was I picked all of the palettes slash eyeshadows that I did not was not working on in this project pan. So basically anything that was not in a project pan. I laid on the floor and then randomly generated a number for it. And I got this palette, which is new to me. I have not even swatched anything from here. This is the Milani Gilded Pastel. I was like, Gilded Matte? No, that's not right. Ooh, it already looks busted a little bit. I drew the shade number 15, which is the last one, and it is also a shadow that I am not good at using. It is called Chic, and it is right here. It is a silver. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm going to swatch it probably with my pinky. This is what it looks like. Very metallic. I think I need more. I have used Milani's formula in the past, but it was such a long time ago. I don't really remember. And this is what it looks like. Oh, shit, that is... Okay, on camera it looked better, but this is what it looks like. It's very silvery. I think this shadow is actually supposed to be more of a topper. I don't know. Ooh, that looks bad. Well, let's see if I can figure out a way to use it, because this is a brand new palette and obviously I haven't used this shade before, so maybe it looks better on my lids than swatched out. But yeah, this is my color story plus a cream colored shadow, which I'm not swatching because it would just blend into my knuckles anyway. That's everything. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this update, seeing the pan and my progress, and I definitely need to get progress photos / videos for the next update. But I'll see you in October. Thanks for watching. Bye!